I genuinely think the Beatles are massively overrated. I challenge you to name one song that could change my mind. In the meantime, let's talk about metacognition. Today, the bias blind spot. The bias blind spot is a cognitive bias in which we recognize the impact of biases on other people's judgments, but fail to see the impact of bias on our own judgment. The bias blind spot seems to be extremely common. In one study, 600 Americans were asked to indicate if they were more or less biased than the average American. More than 85% of them said that they were less biased than the average American. How many people said they were more biased than the average American? Think about it. One person said that they were more biased than the average American. Why do we do that? Because we think we're the shit. Just kidding, sort of. In part, it has to do with self-enhancement. Being biased is generally seen as undesirable, and so we like to see ourselves in a positive light. Of course, our judgments and perceptions are accurate, free of bias, and rational, but we fail to extend that grace to others. This can lead to conflict and misunderstandings between people. The bias blind spot is actually named after our visual blind spot, which doesn't impact our vision at all. And the bias blind spot might be similar to that in that it doesn't impact our decision-making abilities. Yet some people have noted that the bias blind spot may be due to introspective failures, sometimes known as the introspection illusion. I'll talk more about that on here. In any case, the more you know.